Hello friends, good morning. Myself Professor Usha Dodmise, working as an assistant professor in computer department at the BMIT Engineering College. Today we are discussing some basic concepts from the subject database engineering. This subject is having for the third year computer students, and recently it is introduced for the final year electronics and telecommunication students. Now start with the introduction of this subject. Before to go for the definition of database system, database management system, we need to first get what is the difference between data and information. So data and information. Data is nothing but raw material, and information is meaningful data. It's called as an information. Take one example. Suppose we are having only 4 letters, just like U, S, H, A. This is called data. This is raw material. But when we organize these 4 letters into the specific sequence, at that time it will give a meaning for these 4 letters. That is nothing but name of any girl. So it gives the meaningful data. That's why it is called as a, now it become information. Okay. So database, next concept, that is a database. Database, it is a collection of interrelated data. And database system is designed to manage the large bodies of information. And database system definition is collection of interrelated data plus and set of programs to access, to retrieve this data whatever we stored in the database system. Now what is the management of the data? What is mean management of data? It involves both defining the structure to store the large bodies of information, and second thing, provide the set of mechanism using that we can store, retrieve and easily access, both conveniently access the data whatever we stored in the database system. It is called as a management of data. It is called database management system. So database management system is nothing but it provides set of mechanisms to access, to retrieve the data and define the structures using that we can store the data in the database management system. In addition to these two things, database management system must ensure the data whatever we stored in the database system despite the system crash and other failures. Okay. And second thing, in addition these two major goals of the database management system, it must provide the mechanism which can handle the possible difficulties during multiple users accessing the same data. These two additional major tasks has to perform by the database management system. Now concentrate on the database system application. Database systems are used at the several fields or most of the fields, most of industries, organization. Means nowadays every organization, every industry, every field using the database system for managing their large bodies of the information. But here we are discussing some representative applications of the database system, just like universities, banking, airlines, finance, manufacturing, human resources, telecommunication system, etc., etc. Okay. So these are the some applications of the database system. Next point, it is very important point, purpose of the database system. Before the existence of the database system, we are using the file processing system for storing the large bodies of information and the accessing the large bodies of information whatever we stored in the file processing system. File processing system is supported by the conventional operating system. Nowadays also some organization, very few organization and industry using still file processing system for managing their large bodies of the information. So this file processing system are permanently stores the data in the form of records in the files. And whenever we are going to access some particular data, desired data from the file processing system, at that time we need to write, the programmer need to write the appropriate application programs to access those data. Okay, and this file processing system having the number of drawbacks, disadvantages with it. That's why we are going for the database system, database management system for storing our large bodies of the information. We are here discussing one by one disadvantages and the drawbacks of the file processing system. After that you definitely get why we are going for the database system for managing the large bodies of information. First disadvantage, that is the data redundancy and inconsistency. So meaning of the redundancy is nothing but duplication, repetition. Data redundancy means same information copied at the several places. Same information exists at the several places. It is called data redundancy. There is a duplication and repetition in the file processing system. Some information of same information exists at the several files. It is called as a data redundancy. And this data redundancy of course leads to the data inconsistency. Means due to data redundancy, most of the time the data will be in the inconsistent state. Inconsistency means incorrectness. Okay, so data will be in the incorrectness state due to the data redundancy. Most of time the data will be in the incorrect state. Data it is inconsistent because of the data redundancy. Next, second disadvantage, that is the data accessing difficulties. Data accessing difficulties means we cannot access desired data directly from the file processing system. There are difficulties to access desired data in the desired format from the file processing system. For example, there is the banking system and bank manager wants to get the list of names of the customers or the account holders who lives at the Solapur city. At that time, he or she having only the two options. First option, go manually. Go through the manually to get the list of the names of the customer who live at Solapur city. Second, he or she asks to the system programmer to write the appropriate program to access such a desired data from the file processing system. And these two options are very, very impractical. That's why we are of course having the accessing difficulties for the file processing system. That's why we are going for the database management system. Third disadvantage, that is data isolation. In the file processing system, data is scattered in the several files and the files from the operating systems are in the different formats. That's why every time whenever we are going to access some data from the file processing system, at that time we need to write the appropriate application program. This is called the data isolation problem with our file processing system. That's why we are going for the database management system. Next disadvantage, fourth one, that is the integrity problem. Integrity problems. This is a major disadvantage of the file processing system, that is the integrity problems. Integrity problems means there are no provision in the file processing system to provide the integrity of the data in the file processing system. Integrity means completeness, akhandata. So there are no any constraints apply from the file processing system. There are no provision in the file processing system to get the integrity of the data whatever we stored in the file processing system. For one type of the integrity, that is we are taking here for our discussion, that is consistency constraint. Consistency constraints means whenever we are storing or entering the data in the file processing system, or whatever data we stored in the file processing system must satisfy the consistency constraint. At that time we are getting somewhat integrity of the data in the file processing system, but there is no provision to apply directly consistency constraint. So what is this consistency constraint? For example, take that is in the banking system there is a one rule, your account amount must not never follow below some prescribed amount, that is 500. Below 500 our account balance never falls below that. So it is an example of consistency constraint, and it is a one type of integrity. So there are number of integrity types constraint available in the database system. We can easily apply for our data when we are entering the data in the database system, or when we are storing the data in the database system. That's why we can easily maintain the integrity of the data in the database system. Next disadvantage, that is the concurrent access difficulty. It is very natural. Usually the system allows the multiple users to access the same data, to update the same data for increasing the performance of the system. And due to this only, here the data will be in the inconsistent state in the file processing system, because number of users or multiple users accessing and updating the same data at the same time. That's why your data will be in the inconsistent state due to the concurrent access, due to the concurrent update in the file processing system. For example, banking system, joint account is there, and both the customer of the joint account accessing the same data, updating the same data at the same time. That's why the data will be in the inconsistent state. Next drawback of the file processing system, that is the security problem. So this is a very major disadvantage related with our file processing system. That's why we are going for the database management system. So security problem means not every user of the database system allowed to access all the data from the database system, but same provision is not in the file processing system. Every user can access any type of data and all data at the same time. So it will be the case that is data will be in the inconsistent state. In the database system, we are enforcing the security constraint, just like authorization, just like protection. So there are number of provisions and security constraint we are applying the database system security of the data we are enforcing there. Okay, so these are the 7 disadvantages of the file processing system, enforcing us to use the database system in every organization, in every industry. Now next point here we are discussing, that is a view of data. View of data. Database system having the 2 major goals. First one, define the structure. Using that we can store our large bodies of information in the database management system. Second, it must provide the set of programs or set of mechanism. Using that we can manipulate the data whatever we stored in the database management system. And third major goal of the database management system is provide the users with an abstract view. Hide the complexity, hide the certain details from the users. Just like how the data physically stored in the database system, and second, how the data physically maintained in the database system. Such details are hiding from the users because most of the time users of the database systems are not computer trained. When we are demanding efficiently accessing and retrieving the data from the database system, it leads to the database designer to use the complex data structure for representing the data in the database system. At that time, using several layers, the database designer, database system, several users, they can abstract the data. There is a data abstraction. So there are 3 levels of data abstraction. The lowest level of the data abstraction, that is a physical level. Physical level of the data abstraction describe how the data actually stored, physically stored in the database system. Second level of the data abstraction, that is the logical level. It describes the data relationship and how the data, what the data is stored there. Next, that is the highest level of the data abstraction, view level. It is showing the only small part of your entire data from the database system, just like view. One example, in the ATM machine, only views, there are different views and they are showing you the entire small part of the database system from the bank database management system. So we will see next basic concepts in the next lecture. Thank you.